Session 2.
Alright, so you guys shipwrecked.
Wait, what?
Met Sven.
Oh, right.
Recapping.
Doing a full recap right from day zero.
Hello, and welcome back to Critical Role. And sued. Alright, you made your way to Alanoran's capital city, Calliope. You went to a temple to research the symbols on your chesticles. Did not get much help, since Alanoran's religion basically is like go drink and fight and go on adventures. So gold and adventuring, yeah. So heard strange whisperings of some kind of mysterious person named Dale. Had your shit stolen by a seaman of the unexpected. Checked out the Thieves Guild. Met Reginald Took. Estefania Lyshira. Bjorn Scorn of Yorn.
Classic.
There was one more in there. Oh, Mr. Nimbus, Merchant King of the Seas. And then the head of the Alanoran Thieves Guild, the Emerald Crest, Damien Rake Austin Gradonslow Neruda. You met up with a smithy at one point named Dernick, who you guys breezed right past and talked to his wife, Polgara, who... with some sneaky symbols, Zodel managed to lead you guys to a potion shop. What else happened?
She was also at the potion shop. Because potions.
Because magic.
Because magic, yeah.
You guys did some fisticuffs at one point.
Yeah,
Did
won a little bit of gold.
Two out of 3 fights. Won a wee bit of gold. You stayed at the half in, half out, the halfling inn. And then in search of money and time, you met Silas and Salem. They checked out the symbol, they were hammered, promised to send it off to a professor of theirs at the college, which I just named this week. This is going to get it. You guys, now you know, they said they're going to send it off to the professor at the Collins College of History and Culture.
Colleen College.
2 L's or 1 L?
In college, 2 L's.
Didn't go to college.
Colin with 1 L. Because
I used to.
Magnus and Arya know, because of their shared borders with Alanoran, that Alanoran's a pretty studious...
History and what, sorry?
History and culture.
Culture.
Magnus and Arya know from sharing a border with Alanoran, that the Alanorans, despite the fact that they kind of seem dopey and just like scrappy and on adventure, they all, by law, are required to do at least 1 year of college. So they're all forced to be a little
Sporting
smart.
my sweater right now.
Yeah.
Very Israel, but educational.
Yes. So, knowing that this is going to take some time for the professor at the college to research and get back to you, Magnus found some postings on some bulletin boards. There were, 2 for the Animalium Hawk BC Alum, if I'm not very much mistaken.
Maybe.
There were
Let's
3
wrote that
hunt
down.
contracts for them, 1 Mercamere contract and 1 for the 4 Winds.
Right, so you guys went straight to the 4 Winds, and
Touched a doorknob.
I thought
Oh, the doorknob had 1,000 voices.
they were giving the information about
Or
the
10,000 or something
thing
like
to
that.
the guy at the 4 Winds.
Captain Blissel didn't know shit.
He
threw the letter in the fire.
It was a letter. It was a letter stating from Silas to the Captain Blissel that he would receive word from the college, since that's the only place that you guys know. So the note wasn't like, "Hey, yeah, this is what your curse is," and then he threw it in the fire. It was like, "Hey, Captain, this professor is going to send you some shit for these folks that are going to come and see you."
It's a heads up note.
Yeah. And so he was kind of just like, okay, cool. And started it.
Yep.
He was also hungover stuff.
Yeah, it's party season. Yeah, as you've heard several times.
Every season is
I
party
was gonna
season
say, I don't know if
in
there's a
Alabama.
non-party season by the sound of it.
As you heard a couple of times throughout the town, it is only a couple or few days to the spring festival.
Oh, yes, of course.
How long is this supposed to take us?
This is a turnaround escort, so
6.
it's 3 days out, and then you swap. Your merchant ship goes with people going back to their country, and then you escort the ship going back to your country.
So
So
we're gonna miss the festival.
No.
nobody said that.
Okay.
He said a few days. It was very non-specific.
Yes.
So.
Like, it starts in a few days, and then it's like...
It runs for a while.
It's
not
probably like a month-long festival because let's
One of
be
those
real,
Mardi Gras.
Alanorans like to party, so.
We like the party. We like the party. That's actually their national anthem.
It's canon now.
Just roll right
is
into the
coming.
fall festival.
Dale was just out there.
Okay, I think what I'm looking for is in this book.
Did any of us notice when Zodell flashed her credentials?
None of you know what happened there. You just know that Zodell was like, "Follow me," and then you led you up and down and over a block and into an alley.
Yeah,
Touched
we've never
the
seen anything
touched
like
the
that
symbol on the
before.
wall. Said Diagon Alley, and you all were transported inside Polgara's.
That.
Oh, her shop is called Will and Word.
Will and Word.
Will and Word.
Is that 3 words?
Will and Word. Yes.
Is that the magic shop?
That's Polgara's magic shop. Yes.
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace. And
on the boat again.
yeah, so the contract was due to start in the evening, so y'all took a little bit of time to go shopping, and have then since returned.
I'm a little nervous stepping onto the boat because
I feel like you would all be a little bit
we
nervous.
washed up on shore, so coming onto a boat is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you guys
since
washed
our
up on shore like
my
2 days
first
ago.
experience on a boat didn't end well.
Hey.
So
Yeah, me neither.
yeah,
So
Yeah, that was literally your first time on a boat ever,
yeah.
and
same.
you just got smashed. You know, you well, yeah. You were just on a boat longer. Zodell was on a boat for like
A day.
8 hours, and then it was just like,
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
boom, and he was like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah, I was like on a boat
Boats still
for a
remain the
month.
safest mode of travel in this world.
All right,
Do we know if your fantasy world has airships? They...
Ooh.
You wouldn't. You make a history check.
Ready?
That was a non-expected but expected answer. Yeah.
I gotta stop answering and start making you guys roll for shit.
Yeah.
First roll of the game.
7.
Plus what?
Flying stop.
Nothing. Plus nothing.
Oh no.
You've heard whispers and tales, but it all seems pretty far-fetched. Stuff out of fantasy. All right, so you take off at night. Presumably, y'all are gonna get your. I guess that was what we decided last time. You guys are taking your
We took a long
rest.
rest
You
last
got
time.
your experience.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, it is dawn of the next day.
All healed up.
Uneventful. The crew feeds and waters you. Sun shining,
shipping it.
shipping it. Day 1. You guys want to do anything?
I mean, that guy's got a flat top. I mean, he's gonna be having some. He's probably got some stories.
So that guy is Brocky, the guy that you met at the bar at the Four Winds.
Yes, I remember.
Oh, Brocky.
He was
Yeah.
nice.
He's the freckled guy that has face issues.
He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got pretty bad acne scars,
Yeah.
pockmarks. He's the youngest of the crew.
Right.
Right. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I'm gonna walk over to this gentleman and be like, "Hi, I'm Aria.
Hello, Arya. I'm Lawson.
Very nice to meet you.
And it's nice to meet you.
What is your role on this ship?"
Sailing, shooting shit when shit needs to be shot.
Cool. What
Cut-
do we
cut-
need to look out for?
If you see anything big coming out of the water, that's usually a bad sign. Other
Like a
ships.
monster?
It's been known to happen.
Oh,
Yep, that's why we hire on mercenaries like you to come and help on these transports.
that makes me a little nervous.
Well, if it didn't, I'd be worried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't
yeah.
see anything, do we?
Not yet, not yet. No. Or make a perception check.
Rocky's what, the cabin boy, or?
No, there's like people under the decks. There's like cooks and stuff that stay underneath. These are like the main fighting crew. That there's like other guys up in the rigging that are just kind of red shirts. They're just kind of sailors, not fighters.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just regular old seaman.
yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, you. Okay.
I answered before I should have answered.
12.
Plus?
15.
15. You're scanning the horizon. Boat's swelling. A couple of clouds in the sky, some gulls. You're still pretty close to shore.
Is there supposed to be any storms in the forecast?
Not currently, no. Most of our storms came several weeks back. We get the end of winter storms. They've kind of come in and knocked the winter frost off everything and moisten the ground, and then we have pretty fair weather for about a month or two following. It's pretty repetitious every year. Pretty similar cycle. Occasional squalls, but nothing too big.
Interesting. So it should be pretty smooth.
We're hoping so.
I don't have to be like worried about getting rocked on this boat. I'm pretty small.
I mean, you would hope you won't get rocked, but I mean, keep your wits about you.
All right.
Matt, anything you want to do up there? You're kind of at.
No, I'm kind of just hanging out, looking over the side.
Yeah, look at those ski goggles. You're just hanging.
Solid sentinel,
So for
keeping a vigilant watch.
for reference,
Look it over the side.
for reference, these
good over here.
these stairs go up onto the, for lack of a better term, the poop deck. It is a 10-foot height difference. Same with at the front, 10 foot up to the bow where Arya is with Lawson.
Okay.
Cool.
And then this set of stairs here is what goes down into the belly of the ship.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, the middle one goes beneath.
Down, yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
And are there doors? Like, I'm assuming the captain's cabin is underneath there.
Yeah, so there's just the one entrance in and out. His cabin is like back underneath here. Everything else runs forward.
Okay.
I would like to ask Lawson where he's from.
From Durelium originally.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey, fellow Darren.
Yeah.
What brings you out this far?
Well, I was bringing supplies on a ship from Dara to...
Mir Turan.
Yeah. Mir Turan, when our boat hit a storm or something and we washed ashore.
A storm? What was... So several weeks ago.
No, this was like a couple of days ago.
How far away from Alanoran were you when the storm hit? We haven't had any
Not-
inclement weather in like, weeks.
Yeah, that's why we're all very confused about what happened. We all met on shore, and
Are you sure you weren't a little too deep in your cups?
I was sure. Yeah, we all kind of just blacked out and washed ashore. Don't really know how our ship got destroyed, or our ships. We were actually on two different ships.
I don't really know how to respond to that. Seems like a tall tale, but you've got an honest face.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my first time venturing outside of Dara.
Well, we're glad to have you aboard. The Promicia is one of Durelium's finest made.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
Oh yes, we've been on many of these voyages. Nothing's brought her down yet.
Okay, good. Makes me a little nervous being on a ship again, but
I mean, yeah, I could imagine if you had just been shipwrecked. I'd pucker my anus as well. You stand in the breeze, your hair's blowing.
yeah.
Lawson's just keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
I'm flying! I'm
Titanic.
flying, Lawson! I'm flying!
I can barely see over the railing.
Rubbing shoulders.
Anybody else?
I'm feeling kind of like a loner out, just hanging out on the side over here.
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy with the whip is, he's got a nice little clean cut there. I'll go talk to Whip Boy.
What boy?
Yeah. What's going on, man? My name's
just-
Riordan.
Ryron. How is Marty?
Oh,
Pleased to meet you.
Good to meet you, Marty. It's good. Are you a regular part of the crew here?
Oh yeah, I've been sailing with Captain Blissel for going on 20 years.
Oh, nice. What, we got 6 days here. What can we expect? We're new to the whole, ship thing, and we got a little shipwrecked a couple of days ago, so we're just
Jeez, who was driving your ship?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't remember the name of your ship. Wasn't it Bob or something?
Didn't we named it the Persephone?
Ma.
Well, there's two different ships. I was on the other one with.
Yeah, but yours
Yeah,
you
we
decided
were on the
was
Dag-
theirs is the Daggett.
Oh yeah,
Yours
we
is
did
the
name
Persephone.
it. Yeah.
You didn't bother to figure out.
SS Anne.
Yeah, you just got smuggled on board somewhere.
Yep. Yeah. What do you think the next 6 days has in store for us?
Well, if we're lucky, nice, calm, non-inclement weather, no dragons or sea dragons or krakens. Granted, I've never seen one of those in person, so I always keep my fingers crossed.
And how likely do you think that'd be? Like if it's all just smooth sailing, is that pretty common or?
It's about 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that war in Durelium kind of. The seas are a little less patrolled by the Darren fleets these days. They're all kind of pulled back a little home, so bandits, raiders. Occasionally, the rebels are sneaking out. The rebels will occasionally attack merchant ships for the materials and gold that are keeping their rebellion going.
Makes sense. So the rebels are probably going to be the big thing we got to look out for, or are we?
1 in 5. Banditry's gone up, thievery, you name it.
Makes sense. What's the worst thing that you've seen out here?
I don't know. We occasionally get some of those marrows, those nasty sea creatures. They like to try and take down the ship. Sometimes a Sahugan or two will pop up, try and sneak on board and pillage our wares. But for the most part, it's just people on people violence. People thieving and banditry.
Makes sense. What's a Cahugan? I've never even heard of that.
The Sahugan.
A
The
Sahugan.
fish
Oh,
people
those
that
fish
fly.
people.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I just spelled it weird in my notes.
Yes. Cahugan.
How do you
found
do an
some of them.
inflection on paper? Yes. Oh, that makes sense. Yep. Cool. Well, we'll hope for the best.
Yeah, I always keep my fingers crossed.
Yep.
Anybody else?
I guess I'll just walk up next to Magnus and just lean on the, I don't know.
When you approach, I have something in my hand that I quickly tuck back into my.
Can I try and see what that was? Insight check?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
I'll just
17.
Sleight of hand, I guess.
Yep, sleight of hand check.
It's a lock of hair. It's like a little blue ribbon on it.
What color is the hair?
It's like a auburn kind of.
Just looks blonde. Big hair guy.
What are you talking about?
Just nothing.
Good talk. Good talk.
Aren't all of you?
The two people that talk the least interacting.
Well, and aren't both of you? Isn't your charisma both in the toilet?
Oh yeah.
Aren't you guys Aren't most of you very non-charismatic
Yeah.
except for Falconer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, my charisma's 11.
10.
So, how did you know where to find that magic shop?
I have ties.
Ties to magic shops? You have like a
Ties to certain people. It's
punch card or
It's more like just a like.
Buy 10 get 1 free. Yeah.
It's nothing really.
oh, came in handy. It's good to know.
Yep. Let's keep me around then.
Well, yeah, I guess. Pretty good with the axe too.
Your crossbow's fine, I guess.
Looks like it's gonna be a great day.
He
I
says
know.
as he pulls his hat down
I-
over his pale skin.
I know it sucks.
Yep.
Okay, good chat. Now I'm gonna walk away.
Pull a Vaxel down, and then I walk away.
I like to think my charisma is, it's on the lower side, but I think it's offset by my roguish and past and intelligent and Constitution combo,
Hmm.
so it kind of offsets it a little bit.
There's always yings and yangs for
That's
sure.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got enough introspectiveness that I go, I gotta do this anyway.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Strange people.
Well, I'm good. I don't know how to advance the plot, so.
I was just seeing if you guys wanted to talk to anybody, ask some questions. If you guys are all done kind of just chit-chatting.
How you doing up there?
I'm good. I'm good. Keeping an eye on the sea.
The day progresses without incident.
Can I go down here and climb the mast
Absolutely.
like I did on the other ship?
Yeah, from your journey on the Daggett, you had many weeks, and you've learned how to traverse the rigging nimbly and quickly. Your fingers your tinkering fingers are really good for climbing, and you're agile enough that, yeah, on your trip on the Daggett, they stopped worrying about you after like 2 days. You were fine. So yeah, you pass a couple of the riggers up there, and they smile and wave. They're all kind of just big burly dudes that are used to just hoisting sails and pulling ropes. Very nondescript individuals. Probably just hired hands.
I'll just live up in the rafters. Just sit on the mast with the lunch boxes.
They sleep upside down. They're vampires!
Can I look to see if I see any
Yep,
ships
make a
coming
perception
our
check.
way or anything? Ugh. 9.
9. You, at one point, you think you see like some ships, a larger merchant ship, some smaller ships. They're heading kind of back towards Eleanor, way at a distance, just like on a swell. You see, and then you don't see them again. All good?
Ship it.
Day passes without incident. The crew feeds and waters you in the evening. People trade posts. You guys get another good night's rest. First day down. Second day. You guys want
Does it look
I mean,
You guys
any,
want
any monsters?
to make a perception check?
I'm a creature of habit.
19.
I'll probably just keep hanging out here.
19.
Every once in a while you see a whale come to the surface, some dolphins swimming beside the ship on occasion.
Nasty.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and you seeing like dolphins and whales, you're just like, what the fuck are these? And they're like, it's fine. There's no, you're fine. They're just big fish.
trying to speak whale.
Yeah. Hi, Dork.
Getting the accent. Yeah.
Nice, and just
Okay.
watch
I'd
the
like
edge.
to go hang out on the bow now.
Bow.
Yeah.
Somebody could move me.
On the bow. Yeah.
Eastbound and down. Here we go.
Right front.
Yeah, right in the front.
Oh, right
Right
at
at
the tip. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna move Lawson over to here. They all seem to have like their own little patterns and routines.
Whoa.
What was that? Hi. Oh, that's a Tony.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just wants to go outside.
Yeah, he had a ball out there. Day is passing. I want y'all to roll a perception check.
Oh, of course, the one time that you
Wow.
want me to, I
Roll crap.
6.
6.
20.
20. Natural 20?
19
Oh,
plus
that's-
5.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Dirty 12.
Oh, it can go higher than 20.
24.
24, yeah. What'd you get, Falconer?
13.
13, 24,
8.
8,
15.
15. So Magnus and Riordan, at this point, you start to see something. You swell and you think you see the mast of a smaller ship. You swell again, you go down in a big wave, and as you come up, you see. Oh, so for flavor text, you are one of 4 ships that is escorting this massive merchant ship. So you all have like your corner posts. You guys are in the bottom left, or bottom right, if you were looking at it top down. As it swells, immediately now you see smaller ships flying orange and red flags coming up across. And as you see them,
I didn't
Day
see
2.
that.
day 2, it's getting closer to dusk. It's probably about 6, 7 in the afternoon. Probably 6 in the afternoon.
Cool. Orange and red flags, hey?
Orange and
Wow.
red flags. Where
Do you know what orange and red flags mean?
Because you're from Durelium, you know that orange and red flags symbolize the colors of the rebellion.
Do I know?
You know that the colors mean rebellion. It's from the things that you've experienced. As you notice, there are shouts from the crow's nest. Are you still up there? Did you climb back up? Are you hanging out up top, or are you on the deck?
Yeah, I'm still up there.
Okay. So the guy right beside you just bellows shouts of warning. And you shit yourself. You're like, what's happening? And he's pointing, shouting. You can see now as you look around, there's several coming up to your guys' east and to your guys' west. Several small ships, all pincer maneuvering on this convoy.
And what's the global dynamic of rebellion and
The rebels, they're fighting for freedom against religious persecution and slavery. The problem is they've inside Durelium they're considered a scourge and bandits and the worst, but they also are kind of forced to resort to that because they don't have a lot of inroads with people in Durelium, and the people outside of Durelium that do help them, it's kind of sparse. They're kind of like, it's not our problem. Like, we can flip you a few gold. So they're kind of forced to resort to banditry to try and keep their figurative ships afloat.
okay? And we're in Amour, so there's no.
At this point, 2 days, almost a full 2 days out, you're in international waters.
Okay. So they just see a mark.
So it's pretty.
They see a mark.
And I'm assuming we have our colors posted.
So the Promicia has a brilliant blue flag. It doesn't fly Darren colors. The captain. That's it. They don't fly a Darren flag, but they do fly a blue banner. It's kind of reminiscent. The captain and the first mate have.
The rebellion have problems with Darren.
Yes, almost exclusively.
And we're a Darren ship.
The ship was made in Durelium. It does not fly a Darren
Flies an
colors.
Alanoran flag.
What about
It has no country of allegiance flag on the
Just very
Promicia.
merchanty.
Yes.
What about the other ships in our fleet?
The other mercenary ships that have been contracted, they're all they fly their own little banners. No countries of allegiance really. There are lots of hired mercenaries and stuff out in the world right now because there's work.
The
There's
ship that we're protecting, though?
the ship that you're protecting is flying a flag from a country that you don't recognize.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, make an intelligence check. Your memory's a little vague.
Switch out that D20.
Stretch that shoulder out.
4.
You gotta roll like Travis with the big every time. Yeah, your memory's a little vague. You know it's from someplace that's not Alanoran or Durelium.
Okay.
Ships are approaching fast. 2 are bearing down on the Promicia. We're gonna need to make some space.
And so if we notice that, I guess, yeah, the guy in the mast is letting everybody know, so everyone knows.
Everybody has been warned now.
Yeah.
Shit's going down.
They've got.
Catapults.
Catapults on them, yeah.
Oh, those are I thought those were anchors. I'm like, why do they need
No,
so
that's-
many?
these are
Big
ballistas.
crossbows.
Oh,
Yeah.
These ones are
I need to
catapults.
scoot
Oh,
you.
jeez.
I need to scoot you.
I thought
Oh,
those were
yeah.
guitars. Yeah.
Something with music.
Sorry.
It's right.
Just a bunch of bars hanging out.
I
Ready
need a
to
bigger
sing.
table.
Yeah.
Just a bard ship, yeah.
Yeah. Just playing Kesha on their way in. Yeah. Going down.
All right, this is going to be a bit of an experiment for all parties because I'm using people who have abilities that I have yet to use, and we're doing seafaring things. So at the moment, these ships are about 300 feet closing on you guys. And they're all very similar tactic. The larger groups are pincer maneuvering the whole convoy, and smaller sections, 2 or 3 ships at a time, are pincer maneuvering on the mercenary ships to try and
So
take them out of
all
commission.
the ships are being attacked by like 2 or 3 ships at a time.
Yes, it is a small rebel fleet.
Okay, gotcha.
8. So we're the back right corner, and each of the corners is getting attacked by 2 boats.
So at the moment, we'll say like these guys are out and back, and they're slowly coming.
They're coming
in.
towards us first.
Yes.
Got it. 10-4. Okay.
Because if they go for the merchant ship, then you guys could just like pick them up.
Yeah.
Like your guys' ship is probably about a medium size of the mercenary ships.
Got
Like a couple of the other ones are a little bit bigger, a little bit larger battlements.
We got a slay queen, hey? All right.
All right, I need everybody to roll initiative.